Hi, it's Chris, and this is my review of tonight's reading through the Bible in a year chronologically. Tonight was, September 21st. We read through Nehemiah chapter 11 and 12, and then 1Chronicles chapter 9. And in this, in 11 and 12, we got to see the history of the people who occupy Jerusalem in this time. And also so that's a whole list of people from the tribes, the different tribes. Again, genealogical records proving, I'm guessing, proving the legitimacy of the Bible and tying us into the time periods. And I imagine it also shows that genealogical record of who Jesus was and different people. It ties everything together. You kind of have to do a study, a breakdown to see it all. To me, it still doesn't make a lot of sense. That's the way it is. I haven't had the time to really put into studying it like that. But I also know that it is spiritual food, and it's in here. It's necessary. We don't skip it. So we read through that in Nehemiah 12. We had the people who occupy Jerusalem, the history of the priests and Levites. Then we got into 1 Chronicles chapter 9, which is the returning exiles, the returning priests, and the returning Levites. And then it kind of talks about their different jobs and what they did. And one of the things that struck me a little bit was that the gatekeepers, there were 212 gatekeepers, and they would walk and they would keep gate. And I imagine some of them had some duties and were real, but I almost wondered if some of them were there, very much like the guards of the tomb of the home of the unknown soldier. And if you've ever been to you've ever been to the tomb of the unknown soldier in Arlington, and you've watched the changing of the guards, and you've seen the somberness of that, and you've seen the meticulousness of it, and that's just a man-made tradition, right? We know that it's very symbolic of what that stands for, but it's very somber if you've experienced that. And I have to wonder if some of that gatekeeper position was for a very similar reason, but that honors God. Obviously, that honors God, but again. That's what I was thinking about as I was reading through it. Other than that, spiritual food, not a real lot of life changing advice through this. So that's what I've got tonight, and God bless.